talents, and I have an amazing opportunity for you. Boss FM 95.5 Abuja, the sole sponsor of Boss FM 95.5 Valentine's Special Abuja. A Valentine show that shuts down the whole of Abuja and still has everyone talking about it, is here with another blockbuster, Naija Boss Factor. If you have a unique talent like mine, or you can sing, dance, act, or fashion, whatever your talent is and you want the world to see, follow the instructions below to register. On the America's Got Talent stage, I brought the Naija Factor with my look. So whatever you're bringing on the Naija Boss Factor show, make sure it has a Naija feel to it.
A very good afternoon to you, boss. Welcome to Africa Today. I am Peace Ogenegbawe. First, let's talk the headlines. And on the headlines, 36 feared killed, houses razed as gunmen attack Plateau community. Ghana to conduct a mass burial for unclaimed bodies. Nairobi bans nose blowing without handkerchief. And on business, Osinbajo inaugurates shared facility for MSMEs, new power station. And on sports, Sports Ministry set to produce new generation of athletes. Now the news in detail. No fewer than 36 persons have been killed by gunmen, while several others injured in a fresh attack which occurred in Hawal Ward, Naraguta community in Jos North local government area of Plateau State, north central Nigeria. It was gathered that the gunmen stormed the community with sophisticated weapons and killed the victims, while several others who sustained injuries during the attack have been rushed to the hospital in Jos, the state's capital. The paramount ruler of the Anguta ethnic nationality in the state, Uja Johnson Jauro, confirmed the attack to newsmen today. The Army has said it will engage the retired senior military officers to enhance and overcome the security challenges in the country is facing. The Chief of Defense Staff, that is CDS, Leo Irabo, announced this yesterday at a one-day interactive session with retired senior military officers from the Northeast at the 23 Armored Brigade in Yola, the Adamawa State capital. Irabo said the core objective of the decision was to engage the retired senior colleagues to develop ideas on how to overcome the current insecurity situation in the region and other parts of the country. According to the CDS, among the cardinal objective of the parley is the need to come up with solutions as security is everybody's business. Now let's bring you some COVID-19 update. Nigeria has recorded 655 new cases of COVID-19 in 9 states, bringing the total to 188,243 in 36 states of the country, plus the FCT. According to the latest information released by the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, that is NCDC, Lagos reported 288 cases, Rivers 188, Oyo 64, Akwa Ibom 31, FCT 28, Ekiti 21, Edo 17, Bayelsa 11, and Kaduna announced 1 case. A total of 169 and 35,000 persons have been discharged, and the number of deaths is 2,281, So the number of active cases is 16,494. When the news returns, news from other parts of Africa.
Do you really like me? Cause go BJ. Hi guys, my name is Gochi. I'm an Igbo artist. I sing, I rap, and I have good news for you. Big news. So the Boss 95.5 FM Abuja, they have something for you guys. The Major Boss Factor. So if you think you're talented, like if you know you can sing, you can do something extraordinary, this is your show. This is your time. Come and wow us with that Boss Factor. Remember to follow the instructions on the screen and do everything that you see on the screen. And remember also that there are amazing prizes to be won. Like there is a car worth 7 million naira to be won. Auditions end September 19th, 2021. So start registering now. Auditions are held, like you can audition in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Owerri, Benin, either of these states available for you. And remember to always infuse a bit of your culture in whatever you're doing.
Don't be shy, don't be shy. Let's start to spray money. Need money.
This is Africa Today on Hills TV. Welcome back. The police in Ghana have notified public that they will be conducting a mass burial for 200 unidentified and unclaimed bodies. A statement released by Ghana's police service said the burial is to start by close of work this week. The statement said the move is aimed at clearing out the mortuary at the country's police hospital. Ghana Police Hospital official Yonketa Yeboah revealed that the bodies which have accumulated over the past 6 months include victims of hit-and-run accidents and people who had died on the streets. There were also unidentified victims of crime and some who had died on admission to hospitals but who had been abandoned by their families. The police hospital urged members of the public to try contact its pathology department this week to help identify the bodies to prevent a situation where bodies would be wrongly earmarked for mass burial. And now to Ivory Coast, where its health ministry says first person to test positive for Ebola in Ivory Coast has now recovered. According to reports, the 18-year-old woman from Guinea had traveled to Abidjan by bus 2 weeks ago and then tested positive for the hemorrhagic disease. Ivory Coast immediately held a vaccination drive to cover people who'd had contact with visitors and security forces on the border with Guinea. The health ministry said the woman has now had 2 negative tests and her isolation has been lifted. The Democratic Republic of Congo and Guinea itself are the other 2 African countries affected by Ebola this year. We now move to other parts of Africa after this break. Do stay with us. Welcome back now to other parts of Africa. Foreign Minister Ramdane Lamamra said Algeria is cutting diplomatic relations with Morocco. He said this during a press conference with newsmen today. Morocco and Algeria have had strained relations for decades, mainly over the issue of Western Sahara, and the border between the 2 countries has been closed since 1994. Ramdane said the Moroccan kingdom has never stopped the hostile action against Algeria and disclosed that the cutting of diplomatic relations is effective from Tuesday, but consulates in each country will remain open. Algeria last week said lethal wildfires were the work of groups it has labeled terrorist, one of which said was backed by Morocco. Lamra cited that he called Moroccan support for one of those groups which seeks autonomy in Algeria's Kabylie region and said Rabat had spied on Algerian officials and failed to meet bilateral obligations, including over Western Sahara. Algeria backs the Polisario movement that seeks independence for Western Sahara, which Morocco regards as a part of its own territory. The governor of Kenya's capital, Nairobi, has approved a local measure that prohibits spitting in public and the blowing of noses without handkerchief. A new rule also banned the playing of loud music in public spaces, terming it as public nuisance. The criminalized urinating in undesignated places and discharging dirty water or effluent into the street or water drainage system. Footpaths have also been protected by the new regulations, with residents not allowed to plant trees or hedges in footpaths and motorcycle riders banned from using them. As she signed the measure, Nairobi Governor Anne Kananu said the city ought to be clean and hygienic as it is the face of Kenya. The suspended Secretary General of South Africa's ruling party has taken his appeal to the Supreme Court of Appeal. And now to business. Nigeria's Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, has affirmed that the President, Muhammadu Buhari-led administration considered the Southeast Zone a strategic industrial trade hub and a major player in Nigeria's economic growth. According to a statement by the Senior Special Assistant to the President on Media and Publicity, Office of the Vice President, Laolu Akonde, Osinbajo stated this on Tuesday at the inauguration of the MSME's facility at Oka 120 megavolt 132 33 kV substation. The consideration and the project, according to him, would also help in lifting people out of poverty, as the VP stated that the second Niger Bridge project with connect Asaba with Delta State and Onitsha in Anambra State has now achieved 65% completion and will be completed by October 2022. We now join Aynan Lubem on Sports News on Africa Today.
You really like me, because go BJ. Hi guys, my name is Gochi. I'm an Igbo artist. I sing, I rap, and I have good news for you. Big news. So, the Boss 95.5 FM Abuja, they have something for you guys. The Niger Boss Factor. So if you think you're talented, like if you know you can sing, you can do something extraordinary, this is your show. This is your time. Come and wow us with that Boss Factor. Remember to follow the instructions on the screen and do everything that you see on the screen. And remember also that there are amazing prizes to be won. Like there is a car worth 7 million naira to be won. Auditions end September 19th, 2021. So start registering now. Auditions are held, like you can audition in Lagos, Abuja, Port Harcourt, Owerri, Benin, either of these states available for you. And remember to always infuse a bit of your culture in whatever you're doing.
Auditions will be held in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Benin and Owerri. And a 7 million naira tier rubber car awaits the winner at the grand finale. So quickly get registered to book your slot. Registration ends September 19th, 2021. Brought the Niger Factor with my look. So whatever you're bringing on the Niger Boss Factor show, make sure it has a Niger feel to it. Auditions will be held in Lagos, Port Harcourt, Abuja, Benin and Owerri. And
welcome to Sport News on Africa Today. I am Ainan Lubem. Nigeria's Sport Minister, Sunday Dare, has assured that the ministry is set to produce a new generation of athletes who will rule the world of athletes in the shortest time possible. Speaking at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport in Abuja, the nation's capital, where he received the under-20 athletic teams which came third at the just concluded World Athletics Championships in Nairobi, Kenya. The minister disclosed that the athletes have not only made a statement of intent to rule the world, but have made it clear that the country is rebuilding a new generation of athletes. He also promised that the country will embrace, support, nurture and unleash them to the world at the Paris 2024 Olympics and several other upcoming championships. Dare further revealed that the president congratulated them heartily for the feat they achieved as the third best team at the championships among 116 countries. Still in the news, Rivers United Football Club of Port Harcourt has departed for Benin Republic for the maiden edition of the West African Challenge Cup, a pre-season tournament. The championship, which features a top West and Central Africa's clubs, began on August 19 in Benin Republic. It is a round-robin competition that will see the winner crowned the champion of champions. According to Rivers United media officer Charles Meyuku, the club is still working to ensure it joins other teams for the tournament this week in Benin Republic. Rivers United is scheduled to play their first game on Tuesday, and the management says they are working round the clock to ensure maximum success at the tournament. Still in the news, Egyptian Premier League powerhouse Zamalek have lifted their 13th league title after beating El Habi 3-0 in the penultimate game of the season. It took Zamalek only 6 minutes to open the scoring through Ahmed Sayed Zizo, marking his 9th league goal this season. Ben Charki sealed the deal in the 88th minute after he headed the ball past El Gando and scored his 14th goal of the season. This marks Zamalek's 13th league title and their first one since the 2014-2015 season. According to reports, only 7 players from that squad are still among the white ranks. That's your sport news on Africa Today. Back to Peace for the rest of the news.
Mainan Lubem for the sports news. And that's Africa Today, but before we go, here are the headlines again. We told you that 36 has been killed and houses have been razed as gunmen attack a Plateau community. We told you that Ghana is to conduct a mass burial for unclaimed bodies. Nairobi had banned nose blowing without handkerchief. On business, Osinbajo has inaugurated a shared facility for MSMEs and a new power station. And on sports, the sports minister is set to produce a generation of athletes, and that is coming from the sports minister, Dari. Remember to visit us on Facebook and Instagram at Hills TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Hills TV. I am Peace Ogenegbawe. Thank you for watching.